about how to get into your feminine energy. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about how do you really get into your feminine energy. So some of the tips are actually quite easy. You can do them right now. Let me get a little comfortable, sit here and talk to you guys like you're my girlfriends. I'm too fat, sorry. Okay. No, I'm not. Alright. I love recording on this phone, y'all. You know why? Because I'm so used to doing lives on Facebook that I'm just kind of used to using a phone. I am not really good at speaking to the camera when the lights are on and stuff. I just cannot speak. I just jam right there. So you know what? We are going to talk about how do you tap into your feminine energy, and it's not as complicated as you might think. Now here's the thing. If you were born a girl, I assume that is why you're watching the video, right? So if you were born a girl, you are already quite feminine. That's how you were born. Mother Nature has blessed you with femininity. Femininity is also the biggest power that exists on planet Earth. It can move everything, which is why you call it Mother Nature. She's not a man, no, it's a she. It's a female. It's female energy. It's femininity. It is super, super powerful. It can move the whole universe. That's how it is. So if you were born a girl and you have lost touch with your femininity over the years only because this is how the world functions. This is how you're trapped. You're working, you have financial pressures. If you're studying, let's say, you're in debt, you have to pay back that debt obviously once you are done with your studies. So there's always like this pressure for survival, the pressure for just making ends meet, the pressure of just like trying to provide everything for yourself or for your family, or if there's somebody you're taking care of. It's just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress that goes into it. And what happens when you are in that zone for a very long time, you lose touch with your inner femininity, which is obviously a sad part, but don't worry. We are going to set you back on track. Here's what you can do almost instantly. Please try and remember that this is a journey, it's a process, and yes, this process does take self-discipline, self-improvement, and also self-investment. So you will have to change your priorities just a little bit in order to get into that femininity of yours, okay? Sometimes all it takes is a piece of chocolate, a little bit of Netflix, a little piece of fruit sometimes helps. Now remember, whatever you feed your body, it is going to react. If you are feeding your body a lot of junk, chances are you're just running a rat race just like everybody else. But if you take the time, eat organic, eat good, and if you don't eat good, at least you take your vitamins every day, that itself makes you feel way better than before. So take care of what you put into your body right about now. This is like an instant change you can already make right about now. And it does make a difference. I mean, if you are good at keeping track of yourself, you will see that as soon as you start eating better, you feel 100 times better. You are vibrating on a higher level, you're more vibrant, your skin gets better, you look more youthful eventually. You kind of vibe a little differently, which is why fruits are just so important. Me personally, I'm not a fan of fruits. I don't like eating fruits at all. I would die, I don't eat fruits. However, I force myself to eat fruits. Not that I like the taste, but I know it's good for my system, so I give it what it needs. So learn to give your body what it needs. And don't forget your daily supply of water. What you can do is always have a big bottle of water with you, whether you're traveling, whether you're always going out and about, or even if you're inside. I don't know the situation you're in right now, but in London we have no more lockdown, but still everything is closing down earlier now, and I'm just trying to stay home for the most part, okay? So what I do, you guys, I have stopped drinking water from a normal sized glass. I know this is, I think you call this a beer glass or something. Well, I don't drink beer, but I do drink a lot of water, and consciously so, right? Even though I'm not a fan of water, I'll be very honest, but I have to. I need to give my system what it really needs. And these are just really small steps, but they make such a difference. You know why? Because femininity is a combination of a lot of things. It's not just what you eat, it's also going to be what you wear. Now let's talk about that. So we already know that, okay, we need to feed it some fruits, some things that we really enjoy. Dark chocolate can be really good too. lots of water and cut down on these sodas and crappy, dusty things like that, because they are just downgrading your system. They're not upgrading your system. So think like a big star. Do everything that you think is upgrading you, including the food that you eat, the places that you go. You know, we've talked about this in my previous videos. The perfume that you wear, the clothing that you wear, the colors that you choose, the friends that you choose. Everything has to be very, very carefully considered, okay? You gotta do this for yourself. By the way, if you haven't watched my previous videos on how to level up and stuff like this, I have done a series. I've done 4 parts to those videos, so make sure you watch them on my channel. But today we are talking about how to tap into the femininity. So good food, yes. Lots of water, yes. Dark chocolate sometimes here and there, yes. Lots of fruits, yes. Force yourself. Vitamin intake, yes. It doesn't hurt. You should actually have a vitamin supplements. If you lack minerals and vitamins in your system, you are not going to feel good. You're not going to have a good day. If you lack vitamin D in your system, you are not going to feel feminine at all. You are, for the most time, just going to feel tired, sleepy, miserable, and some more tired. So when you have all of these stresses going on, how can you really tap into the femininity, right? Because feminine energy is laid back. It's calm, it's peace, it's just me being me. It's just me sitting over here, right over here, looking at you in your eyes, just observing you, but doing nothing and saying nothing. That is what feminine energy is. And no, we're not talking about being passive aggressive or anything like this. I'm just saying, you get the point, right? Be careful with the fragrances that you choose. Now, let me tell you something interesting. Okay, I know we need a full-blown video about perfumes here, but let me tell you. Let me give you guys a really nice suggestion. There's this brand called 𝗪𝗚𝗘𝗥, which is the FM perfumes. If you're not aware, I'm going to give you guys a link in the description. Check them out. This is, honestly, you guys, this is my top secret. I'll be very honest. I do not use your regular perfumes over there. No, I don't do that anymore. I used to have a collection of perfumes. I don't use them anymore. The only perfumes that I use now are the ones that have pheromones in there. It could also be some really nice brands like Coco Chanel Mademoiselle has pheromones in there. If you want to know a bit more about pheromones, please Google it. If you want me to make a video on that, please let me know in the comments down below. But FM Perfumes has a range of perfumes that are kind of like a replica of all the big brands out there. But what they do differently is that they're 20% perfume in there, which means that that perfume is going to last a very long time. Which usually, if you buy any other big brand, honestly, no matter how expensive the perfume is, I just feel like it doesn't last as long. I've hardly ever had a perfume that really lasted long on my type of skin, and I have dry skin, I'll be honest. Now what I do, remember you feed your body, but not only internally, but externally also. So you feed your body with a lot of scrubbing. Weekly scrubbing is so important. Exfoliate your whole body. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. Not just your face, but your whole body, literally. Every single part of your body. And then you go ahead, apply body oils, body lotions, moisturizers, hydrating lotions, whatever you want. Fragrance oils, fragrance lotions, whatever you like. I like to actually put layers of that. So I go ahead with some coconut oil sometimes, some cocoa butter sometimes, shea butter sometimes. Sometimes I like a lot of moisturizing lotions, and on top of that I would use my fragrance oils and then spritz some perfume. And I smell great all day long. And because I use a perfume which has pheromones in there, it just makes me feel instantly like $1,000,000 just by doing that. So these are like the really small things that you have to do, which a feminine lady takes care of on a daily basis. So all these things that I'm mentioning should actually be a part of your daily lifestyle routine already. You should have it done like this already. And then comes the next bigger things that we can then talk about and look into. But these are just really basic steps that you have to take. So look into the FM perfumes. I'm obsessed with this one here. It smells like Olympia by Paco Rabanne, and it's just such a nice, feminine, beautiful perfume. And you know what? This perfume has pheromones in there. Oh yeah. And you know what? Half the price than the original brand. Oh yeah. And you know what? It lasts all day long. Not all day long, all night long. No, even the next day. Yeah. When I used this the first time, I was out all day. I came home, and when I came home, I was so tired. I didn't even take a shower. I just changed and went to sleep. And the next day I was like, what is this smelling on me so nice? It's still smelling. I have never had the chance to smell my own fragrance or my own perfume the next day on me ever. Never in my life did that ever happen. No, never, never, never. And this time I was like, oh my god, was it this perfume? No way. So ever since then I have ordered some really nice FM perfumes. They're like about, what, 20 pounds or something, but they're so worth it. I kid you not. This one is the Federico Moreira 436 perfume, which has pheromones in there. And pheromones, by the way, let's talk a little bit about that. If you want to know more, please Google it. Okay, Google it, girls. In short, what pheromones are, they are something that a human nose can sense. Children can sense. You know sometimes how children like a particular person, but they don't like the other person? You know why that is? A, well, because that person could be looking really cute, but B, because they get that really calm, nice smell from them. They smell delicious. It's the pheromones, you guys. Pheromones is something also the natural body produces naturally also, but some perfumes contain that too. As I said, Coco Chanel Mademoiselle contains that. There's also another few brands that I can't remember right now, but everything else doesn't really have pheromones in there. And I think pheromones are so important because they attract everything to you. They attract people to you also. Let's not even talk about other people. Let's talk about yourself. You are going to feel attracted to yourself too. Honestly, I truly believe that. If you look further into pheromones, you will know what I'm talking about. Pheromones make me fall in love with literally myself. I like to use this one around my neck area, and it just goes onto my hair quite seamlessly, and it stays there for a very long time. This smells on my hair really nice. Even for the next 2-3 days, it's still gonna be there, you know. Another way to really tap into feminine energy is have a daily ritual. Every single day, do something that eventually makes you feel really happy. One thing I do personally that I can tell you, every evening I do maybe like a 30 minutes exercise at home, or if I feel like I want to go out for a walk, I would do that for 30 or 40 minutes max. I come back home, I quickly change, shower, and then I instantly go and pray. And as soon as I'm done with my prayers, I just sit down and read something a little bit, just for a quick little while. You don't have to read the whole book for the whole day or whatever. You guys know I love reading, so I read for a little while. Then I go ahead in the kitchen. I either bake something or I eat something that makes me feel really happy. And then as I do that, I'm also Netflixing at the same time. So I would watch something interesting, watch some comedy movies. I do take time out of my routine every single day where I just do something for about an hour or two, just something really fun, which is just for myself. It could be a walk in the park, it could be just an exercise at home, just work out with your dumbbells. Do you have dumbbells laying around in the house, or like ankle weights or something, or like a waist trainer? Why are you not using that? Do that right now, you know, it's gonna make you feel so good. And honestly, that is what you want. When you get into that feeling of feeling good, that's your femininity. That's what it is. And you want to stay in that zone for as long as you can hold on to it. Put on a candle. Put some really nice music on. That's another thing I really love to do. I put some candles on, like really dim lights. I put some music on and I'm painting my nails and maybe brushing my hair, or just thinking, okay, what could be the next content that I can talk about? So it's just like small little things that you do for yourself that make you eventually feel really good about yourself. Do something creative. Creative is all feminine. Personally, I feel like creativity is just another name for femininity. That's just what I think. I could be wrong, but I do definitely associate femininity with a lot of creativity. If you love to paint, that is your feminine side. If you love to do makeup, that is feminine. If you love to do self-care, take care of your body, exfoliate your body, that is very feminine. Do you see men doing that consciously? No, they don't. They're too practical for that. They shower every day, get ready just because they have to. Just because they have to go to work. They don't do that out of self-love. They don't do that, oh, I'm gonna sit down here and scrub myself. Men don't do that. They can't. Imagine how funny that would be. You as a woman, you want to do that to make yourself feel great. It's not even about, oh, I just have to do it just because I have to go to work. No, you are doing that to please yourself. And that is femininity. You are doing that so you feel good about yourself. That is femininity. You are doing that because you want to feel soft and sweet and kind and generous and pure and youthful and very laid back. And notice how once you start doing these small little changes in your lifestyle, you are automatically going to feel so much more feminine and so much more softer. Also, talking about clothes, start wearing really nice pastel colors. I can tell you with 100% guarantee, if I am wearing black or powerful colors like purple, maybe navy blue, I don't feel as feminine, but when I'm wearing white, I feel more pure, I feel myself, because white is really my color. If I wear like a baby pink like this one here, or baby blue, any nice pastel colors, soft gray colors, nude colors, I honestly feel like $1,000,000 already. And that is then how I act. So the way you feel, that's how you will act. And how you react and act also in your everyday life. Don't always be about the hustle and bustle and the stress and the running. Another thing you can really do is, when you are going out running errands or doing something, try and walk a little slowly next time. Trust me, the world is not running away from your hands. Life is here. Everything is here. You're here until you're living. You're here. Don't stress. Why are you walking so fast? This is one of the problems I personally had. I remember one time I was literally just going to the gym, but I walk so fast that I was like literally almost running to the gym. I don't even know why. It was a nice day. I could be enjoying my walk to the gym. Instead, I chose to just run to the gym, kind of. A really old class fellow of mine actually saw me. And you know what? They never came up to me. And later on social media, I got to know, oh, they saw me. And I was complaining, why did they never come up to me? And you know what they said? They were like, oh, we thought you were in a rush. You were literally running. And I'm like, huh? I kind of really had no life at that moment anyway. So there's no chance that I was running for something important anyway. So then I found out, okay, well, that's just how I walk then. All right, I get it. And that's wrong. You don't want that. When you're always in that mode of like stress and running for your life, technically, do you think anything nice can happen? Do you think anybody can come to you? Do you think anything can come to you? No. Because you're blocking that whole energy. You're blocking your vibes. You're not even vibing as high anymore. You're stopping your growth. That's what you're doing when you're in that survival mode. Yeah, that's what they call it, survival mode. Don't do that. Slow down, girl, slow down. Don't always be so quick to react. Another way to tap into your femininity is don't overreact. Feminine energy does not overreact like a crazy dude. Oh no, no. You calm down, you keep your voice, you keep your tone exactly like how it is. You don't get fazed by random crap coming from the outside. If people are having a mess, if they're having a bad day, whatever is happening to them, that's alright. You are a good listener, you can be supportive, but you don't have to react in a way that matches their energy. So let's say if somebody's angry, now you are angry too. Do you know how many people do that? Have you ever noticed if you come up with a problem to somebody and then all of a sudden they get back to you with another problem of theirs, it's like, ugh. So they're trying to match your energy. And you tell them, oh, I'm so happy today I shopped. And the person literally says exactly just the same. Okay. And then you say, I'm having a bad day because there's some family problems going on, this and that happened. And they're like, I'm having the same thing, this and that happened, and this and that happened, and what should I do, and blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. I'm having pins and needles. Okay. You don't have to match anybody's energy at all. If somebody's really angry, very negative about something, very bitter about something, you can't match their energy. You don't have to. It's not your responsibility. I know a lot of people as friends, they are really negative and really bitter about dating, let's say. And I was too. I'll be very honest about this. I was too at one point in time. I was like, oh, this is all just so much rubbish. Why do people do this? And blah, 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 blah. But I think then I understood with time. I'm like, hold on. You know, when you walk around carrying that negative, bitter energy, that's very masculine because it puts a lot of pressure and burden on you. And I, as a woman, don't want to carry pressure and burden. If I want to carry anything, that will be my nice clothes or maybe a baby. Nothing else. I don't want to carry nothing else. Especially not if it's yours. No. Does that make sense? So don't carry anybody else's energy on your shoulders. If somebody's trying to give you a hard time, you don't carry their energy with you. And that does take self-discipline. Remember, the whole process of femininity for you is going to be a little bit of a process because you're not used to it that much anymore. You were when you were a teenager. Do you not remember? You were so full of life, you were vibrating high, you were so vibrant, you had all the games on point, and you were vibing. And now it's like you have forgotten all the tricks. So when somebody asks you, girl, what happened? You are like, life happened. Life happened. Don't be that person, honestly. Things do happen. Don't carry anybody's energy on your shoulder, because that is going to interfere with your own femininity, which is exactly why your femininity is already dimmed down quite a lot and you want to bring it up a notch, okay? You want to bring it up a notch. And what I mean by being least reactive is, if somebody's trying to have an argument with you, you zone out. You get out of there. You are not going to argue back. Honestly, you don't have to be rude, because rude, let's be honest, femininity is not rude. Rude is not femininity. They're completely different things. So don't be rude, but get out. Because you don't want to spoil your day, do you? You don't want to spoil your energy, do you? Being helpful is a great thing. Femininity is very helpful. It's Mother Nature. Of course it's helpful. It's supportive, it's empowering, it's everything. But it's not rude. It's not a burden. It's not about stress. It's not about financial pressures. It's not about that. That is a part of life which we have to carry in a different department. Does that make sense? It is a part of life, you have to carry that with you too. Look at it like a box. Look at it like a box. So you're a feminine box. Then you also have this box where you keep all that stress, the pressure, the this and the that. You can't have that pressure box open all the time. Close it down sometimes. Just close it down sometimes. It's still a part of your life, I understand. But that box is not always open for everybody to see, or for yourself to function on that 24/7. No, keep it closed sometimes. Function with your real box, which is you, which is the femininity part, okay? Be a little laid back. Never fight back. Never raise your voice. You don't have to raise your voice. Listen, being a feminine woman, I can assure you that raising voice can only make things even worse. Have you never faced that? The more you bark, sorry for my language, the more you bark, the more things get worse. It could be with anybody. It could be with your friend, with your partner, with your colleagues, with your boss. Don't fight. Even with your parents. Have you noticed how when you fight them back all the time, things get worse with them? You end up having the worst relationship with them later in life, which you don't want. So what do? You act calm, try a little soft manipulation. That works way better than being bitter all the time, okay? And as we already talked about, people who are bitter, honey, you can't be hanging around with them all the time. You can't, because you're going to be carrying their energy there all the time. Because I'm not a negative or a bitter person, I sometimes see things in a different way. I see things in a more nurturing way, mothering way, caring way, and that's how I like things to be. And that is also why I get blessed more and more. So keep your feminine energy intact, because it is going to be useful for every department of your life, every single phase of your life. You can get away with a lot of things when you have that feminine energy going, and you can get a lot of things done from others with your feminine energy, not by being masculine. When you decide today to just stay in your masculine energy, where you don't even know how to be feminine anymore, then be ready to be in the same boat even after 10 years. So 10 years after this, you're going to come back to this channel and be like, wow, I'm still there. Isha was right. So get out of that phase. How else can you be feminine? We've talked about eating the right things. We've talked about feeding your body with the right kind of nutrition. We've also talked about wearing certain colors, eating what is right, drinking lots of water, having a daily ritual also. A little bit of a fitness routine is so important. You guys don't understand. The world we live in at the moment, there is a lot of masculine energy going on. Almost everybody is in survival mode. So there's a lot of masculinity in the air. There should have been love in the air. But you know what it is? There's masculinity in the air. That's what it is. So when you have that going, you need an outlet where you can let all that energy go. Because the energy is there. It's not going to die. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one point to another. Do you remember the definition when we were at school? Anyhow, when you have a lot of masculine energy going everywhere around you, inside of you, even in the air, whatever, you need an outlet for that. So what do? You do exercise every single day. I cannot emphasize enough on this, because you definitely need exercise. Whether you do gym, just walk, just exercise, whatever you do, at home, outside, whatever, do that every single day. Do that every single day, because that way this rushing, crushing, crusty, dusty, masculine energy is gonna flow out of your system a little bit, and it's gonna calm you down. Wonder why you feel so amazing right after you've done a workout? Yes, we're talking about happy hormones, they get released into your body, but doesn't that feel good? And by the way, talking about happy hormones, you need more hormones in your body. Now, I don't mean you have to start taking tablets for hormones or anything, but as a lady, you need a good amount and a good balance of estrogens in your body. So biologically, the thing is, if you have less estrogen in your body, you're probably sweating cold and you're always hyper and your BP is high and you're going crazy in your mind and you want to fight with everybody you see. You want to punch everybody in the face whenever you see them. Could be your neighbors, or you hate the neighbors. Just like I hate the neighbor's dog. I just don't like him. But somehow he has become the star of my videos, so welcome. So if you have a good balance of estrogens, the women hormones, then you're a happy person. Then you feel great. You feel great about being a female. You feel great about your own sexuality. You feel great about your own well-being. You feel great about taking care of yourself. Remember the last time you felt really masculine? Taking care of yourself almost felt like hard work, like a chore almost. Have you had that situation? I had that. And you don't even understand. When people say self-love and take care of yourself, I find it more like hard work and it takes time and effort. I don't even want to do it. It's just like another chore. I don't want to do it anymore. It's boring. If you feel that way, you have a long way to go. And it could also be that maybe you don't have the right type of minerals and vitamins in your body. Get yourself tested because that's important. It could also be that your estrogen levels are not high enough. They're not balanced. They could be too low or maybe too high. So you're feeling a certain type of way all the time. So taking care of yourself, you can't even imagine doing that. You just think that's a waste of time. Why do people do that? I don't know. I'd rather go work every day, make some more money every day. If that's how you feel, then maybe test your hormonal levels. If you want a detailed video about these hormones and stuff, we can talk about it in another time. Let me know down in the comments below if that's what you want to see, because otherwise I'm not going to make a video on that. I need to know you're watching, I need to know you're enjoying the videos, I need some feedback, so comment below. However, coming back to the hormones, it's very important. The vitamins, the minerals, the hormonal balance, it's so important, because when you have that right in your system, that's where then you can start the whole femininity journey. Because then it becomes a little easier, you become a bit more accepting of it, you kind of enjoy that a little bit more. If you're in your masculinity and you're really drained out and everything inside is really imbalanced, you are going to feel negative about everything. You are going to hate men, specifically. You are going to hate your finances and everything. It's draining the energy out of you, it's draining the whole life out of you. You're just going to feel like really bitter about things, you know, and like you're not enjoying the real things of life. That's how you're going to feel. You are going to feel crap about even ever being a mom or somebody's wife. You're going to feel bad about these things because something inside is kind of not right, and it's either your mindset or it's either the hormones and the vitamins and the minerals that are lacking. If you also want to find out if you are in your masculinity right now, then a good sign is that, okay, let's think, how do you feel about being a mom? How do you feel about belonging to someone? How do you feel about loving yourself and really enjoying the little rituals and the little stupid things of life? How do you feel about those things? If you feel like, meh, then that means you're operating from a masculine energy. But if you're feeling like, oh, that's so sweet, I would like that. I'm excited. That would be nice. That means you're good to go. You're a girly girl. Congratulations. Do you like looking great and smelling great and just looking at yourself in the mirror for a while and be like, oh, that's cute? Do you have a healthy self-image? A healthy, girly self-perception? If yes, you're good. You're good. If no, and if not at all, well then you have a lot of work to do, and it's a lot of internal work, because how you feel is then how you react and act and live your life and move on with your everyday life. So get those feelings right, and then you start feeling right, try to hold on to those feelings because you're gonna need those. Does that make sense? So meditation really helps for that purpose, by the way. I'm a big fan of meditation. Definitely do that. If you have a good energy going and you want to tap into your femininity and stuff, I would really suggest maybe like burn some candles. I have a candle burning right now. Anyway, burn some candles, some dim lights, have your favorite food or whatever, paint your nails, listen to some music while you do this. Think about good things that are coming in your life and be excited to receive those things, okay? Try to be as positive as you can and just like get into that happy feeling zone. And once you get there, do some meditation. Do some meditation so that you can hold on to those feelings for a longer period of time. And the more you do this, it becomes almost like a part of your lifestyle already. So you have it down like this. That's where you want to get. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video helped you. If you want maybe a part 2 of this, do let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My name is Isha. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Take care of yourself, but take care of your well-being because that is very important. Until my next video, guys. Bye.